It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 5 from Luna Lending. Spring break was in full effect on I-70 this weekend. Weekend traffic was the second busiest of ski season, with more than 135,000 cars in 3 days. That was 2% busier than the previous weekend, 5% slower than the same time last year. The historic hot streak of Summit County continues. We broke another high-temperature record today. We hit 64 degrees around noon. That beats the old record of 61 from 2004. This is the fifth consecutive day of record heat. We could break even more records when the sun returns tomorrow and Wednesday. Not only is Summit smashing those high temperatures, the average low temperature has been much warmer than usual. We are averaging 19 degrees at night this month. That is 7 degrees warmer than last March, 2 degrees warmer than the most recent comparable hot streak in March 2017. Snowpack in that season, though, was much healthier than this year. Now forecasters are hoping that April showers do something the rest of this season could not do. In 2018, our snowpack was almost as low as this year, until multiple spring storms in April. It was a similar story in 2004. That's another year with record heat in March, when big April storms salvaged a premature thaw. 2-week forecast from the National Weather Service does show a chance for snow next week. How much all depends on the heat. Prop 123 is a 4-year-old state housing fund that is fed by your income taxes, and it already needs a rewrite. Summit Commissioner Tamara Pogue explains how this revision could divvy up money based on new job growth.
Summit County doesn't see a lot of job growth, but we obviously have one of the deepest needs for affordable housing in the state. And so I think for a community like ours, this gives us more of an even playing field.
This revision might also reward governments for donating land or splitting the cost of sewer and roads.
I think there's a lot of strategies that Summit County has been using for a long time successfully that the state is starting to recognize are really valuable, and it provides some rewards to those of us that have been doing the right thing.
New reporting by the Colorado Sun claims even this will not fix the most glaring and fatal flaw in Prop 123. Most of its money goes to new construction, when upwards of 24,000 existing units might soon be sold off to the highest bidder. That is 20% of all affordable housing in the state. Another new state law was made to prevent this. It gives local governments first right of refusal when low-income apartments go for sale. But many cities, especially on the Front Range, do not have that cash on hand. The first casualty here in Summit could be the Blue River Apartments in Silverthorne. Rent control there ends in 2030, and the town is waffling to protect it. The county, though, is now working with the landlord on a new contract. And in local sports, Tigers track and field went to Broomfield this weekend for the biggest meet of the season. Hundreds of athletes from 43 schools statewide. Elite distance runner Jay McDonald, he was first in the boys' 1,600-meter run. It was Summit's best finish of the day. Lucas Ramikis was top 7 in the 3,200-meter. Girls hurdler Avery Russer, she finished third at the 300-meter hurdles, fifth for the 100-meter dash. And the Breckenridge Vipers demolished the Sin City Kings in back-to-back home hockey games this weekend. The Vipers, they've got one last regular season homestand this coming weekend, playing Friday and Saturday, hosting Chicago. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.